I love him. Isn't that just adorable? Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm in love. And this is my problem. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karis for those who are new here, and I make crochet plushies. In this video, we are going to be doing a whole bunch of things, including designing several patterns, updating Patreon with tons of posts, organizing all of my social media stuff, organizing my room, and also packing orders. I hope you guys enjoy this jam-packed small business crochet vlog, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Good afternoon, friends. Today is Friday. It is 12:43 right now, I think. Today we are working on a new pattern for our Patreons. It is a little late for me. I need to really get ahead of putting patterns out sooner so that I can start doing pattern tester calls, because a little oopsie on my part, I just have not done that yet. I cannot get ahead of it to save my life. I cannot get ahead of anything. For our pattern, we are doing a hippo. So I already have one foot made and it looks a little flat, but trust the process. I think it's gonna look pretty good. We're gonna do 4 feet, attach them, do his body, and then work on his head. And we're gonna do a cute little hippo. So I'm hoping this only takes me a few hours to complete. I don't think it's going to take super long because I've done the 4-legged creatures before, so I already really kind of know the fundamentals of what I'm going to be doing, so I don't have to do a lot of like testing. That's what we're gonna be doing, and we're gonna make 4 feet. We only have 1, we got 3 more to go. We just finished the chunky body. Now we just gotta work on the head, and the head is going to be a little bit different because I have to make sort of a little snout that matches the hippo that I haven't really done that shape before yet, so that might be a little bit of trial and error to figure out. But we're almost there. She's almost done. It did take a little bit of time, but look at this adorable little hippo head. This is cute. I really like this. So I still need to put ears on him, and I need to design a tail. Then we just have to sew everything together, and then he's good to go. You know, cute. We just finished the ears. It looks really cute. I can't wait to sew it onto the body because he's just a cute little hippo. I'm so excited. I just have to do the tail, and then we can sew everything together. But I might wait on that just a little bit because my head is starting to hurt really bad. So I might hop on again in a little bit to finish it. Okay, it is currently 12:36 the next day. We are gonna get started back on finishing up this hippo, and all we have to do is make the tail. Then we can just sew everything together, which is not a lot. We just have to put the head to the body and the tail on the body, and we're good. So I don't imagine this would take me much longer, but we have to figure out the tail first. I was trying to do this to where you didn't have to sew on the tail, but the tail of the hippo looks a little bit bigger because I wanted to surface crochet it onto the body, but I don't think that's going to work. I think that's going to be too small of a tail. So I'm going to actually just make one myself separately and then just sew it on. But that's okay because it's still pretty low sew. You only have to sew the ears onto the head onto the body, and the tail onto the body. So it's really not that much. Especially for being a bigger project, it really doesn't take nearly as long to sew any parts on because it's not super complicated. I think that's too big. I'm gonna have to start over. I'm just winging this, honestly, because I don't know. I kind of know what shape I want, but I don't know at the same time. I might need to look at pictures again of a hippo. He's so cute! I love him! I think, aside from the cow, this is probably one of my more favorite patterns that I've done so far. It's so simple, but like, oh, I love him. He's so cute. I hope people like hippos. Okay, we're gonna do the tail and we're gonna surface crochet it. My camera died on me again. I really need to get like a new battery or something because this battery does not last very long. Anyway, we finished our hippo and I love her. She's so cute and her little tail. So this is officially a low sew pattern where you only need to sew the head on and the ears to the head. She is so cute though. I love her. And then yesterday, after I stopped recording because my head was hurting, I got the inspiration and motivation to design a mini pattern to put out on my YouTube channel. And that mini pattern is a baby hippo. Look. Look at how cute she is, the little baby. So I decided to do this because we have Mama Hippo, so I thought it would be so cute to do little baby hippo too. Isn't that just adorable? Look at Mama and baby. That's just the cutest thing. So I made a baby hippo pattern, put it out on my YouTube channel as a free tutorial, and I also bundled these together on my website if you guys want both of these patterns, or if you want this pattern and all of the previous patterns since January for my Patreons, head over to Patreon and you'll get all of these. So I'm very happy with that, and I'm probably going to be making more baby hippos as we go along, especially for my market prep because these are so fast, no sew, takes me less than 15 minutes. One of the best projects to do a quick workup. Since we waited for our camera to charge, it is now 2:41, so it is a little later in the afternoon. However, we got some listings created on our website for all of the pattern options and on our Etsy, which, by the way, if you do want to buy them, go ahead and go to my website, reigningcharms.com, because that website, one, the patterns are cheaper, not by a lot, but by like 50 cents to $1 sometimes, because Etsy takes like $1.50, $2, whatever off of like each pattern whenever somebody buys something out of all of the fees. Definitely check out my website if you want to purchase anything. It is way better for both me and you if you buy from my website. But if you trust Etsy more, totally fine, definitely understand. You can also find it on Etsy. Hi friends, I'm coming on because I need to make another pattern for the month of June. Yes, June. For my Patreons. I had a poll put out a little while ago on my Patreon and they said that they wanted a sea creature for this next pattern. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and do another jellyfish pattern. So since everybody wanted an undersea pattern, I was really considering redoing my jellyfish pattern. I made my jellyfish pattern, it was a long time ago. It was one of the first patterns that I ever designed and I really love it, but it does take a really long time and it ends up being pretty small for how long it takes to make. It also, every time I'm at a market, everybody confuses my jellyfish for an octopus. They're like, oh, look at the cute little octopus. And it's like, no, it's not an octopus, it's a jellyfish. That really made me think about, at some point, designing a new jellyfish pattern that looks more like a jellyfish when people first see it and takes less time or is bigger for the amount of time that it takes so that you can charge the appropriate amount on what it's worth. That being said, I decided to do that for June's pattern for Patreons. So far, I have started the head. I'm already liking this a lot better just in terms of the jellyfish because it is a lot more ruffled around the edges. I really like that. And I also made the underbelly that goes under there. And now all I have to do is the tentacles, and what I want to do is not just curly cues. I want to also do single stranded, like chained stingers, because jellyfish don't only have curly cues as their stingers, they also have these really thin and long strands as well. So I want to add those and do that and hopefully put it all together and get a really nice jellyfish pattern. Just finished doing the stingers on the belly of the jellyfish, which I am actually really happy about this. You can see it kind of looks like it's a lot, but it's not, just because all of the strings are coming down from the top. But it's really only 4 stingers, 4 curly cues, and 4 single chains. So this is significantly less time than my other jellyfish, and it definitely looks like a jellyfish. And aside from that, I also added the eyes and the mouth details to the head, and look at how cute. Look at how cute he is. Look at his little smile. And you can't see it, but he's got really pretty glittery blue eyes. And he just looks so adorable. I'm in love with this. This is nice. And we gave him a name, my husband and I, and we have decided to call him Jammy the Jellyfish. Isn't that so cute? Like jammy and like jam and jelly, kind of, you know, like play on words kind of thing. I thought it was cute. It's Jammy the Jellyfish. Anyway, all we have left is to add the belly to the jellyfish. And then he is good to go. And yes, this takes so much less time. I'm pretty sure my original jellyfish took me close to 3 hours to complete because I had so many stingers, so many curly cues, and they take a lot of time to make. And I do love that pattern. It's not that I don't, but in terms of people who are trying to make it for market prep, it's just not very enticing. But something like this would be more enticing for a market prep project because it actually takes less than an hour. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm in love. Look at this cute jellyfish. Look at this sweet boy. Look at Jammy the Jellyfish. He's so cute. He actually looks so much more like a jellyfish. I'm really happy with this and how he came out. Took so much less time. And definitely can't wait to share this with my Patreons. Right now, I'm working on making more Patreon posts for my Patreon. I am getting back into the groove of things of trying to get content consistently posted again. I think I want to try to like schedule out like a month in advance on my Patreon. That way I don't have to worry if there's a week or two where I cannot create content. So what I'm going to do is work on posting something maybe once every 2 days on my Patreon. So I have to come up with plenty of posts for that. And then after that, either today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, because today I feel like I'm going to get a little burnt out after doing all of this. Tomorrow or Monday, actually, because I think we're going to the zoo tomorrow. Don't mind me. My mind is a mess. So Monday, I will probably start working on creating shorts, a bunch of shorts, like a crap ton of shorts, so that I can get those scheduled and ready to go on my YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, all of the works, and finally get ahead of my content. I bought this planner and I've hardly used it. This planner, the last time I used it, I think was in January. I am so bad at this, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, the last time I used it was in January. So I'm decent at organization. I just am also really good at procrastination. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is write what I'm doing in my calendar area here. I'm going to choose a color for the certain social media that I'm going to be using, like Patreon, YouTube, Instagram, all that fun stuff. And I'm going to designate a color for each one of those and make a little key and just highlight in that color so that I know what it is for, what platform it's for. Like for Monday the 5th, I wrote that I have a poll coming out on my Patreon. So if I designate blue for Patreon, then I will highlight the word poll in blue so that I know that this was for Patreon. The poll is on Patreon. So I know what social media has gotten what, so I can get organized and put together. So if you want to copy that method, and I didn't just confuse the heck out of you, go ahead and do so. I hope you find it useful. So this is how I'm going to hopefully stay ahead of my YouTube content. Now, don't exactly follow me to a T because I'm absolutely rubbish at getting on top of things. Alright, so essentially that's what we're doing here, is we have a little key of the highlights. Don't mind my handwriting, okay? I'm not the best handwriter. This is what our calendar looks like. We essentially have something coming out on at least one of our social medias every day. But the good news about this is that I'm not making that content that day. I'm going to make it now and get it ready. Obviously though, I have 14 shorts/reels scheduled for the month. Obviously, I'm probably not going to make 14 shorts or reels today, but within the next week, over the course of the week, I'm going to try to do that. And then hopefully we will get ahead of that a little bit more. So that is the game plan. And we're going to get started checking some of this stuff off and hopefully get as far as we can. It is currently 3:05, so we're probably going to work on this for a few more hours and see where we get. Okay, we currently have 6 things scheduled across all of our social media platforms. Our calendar is pretty full, but I actually am enjoying this organization system because I can see what I still need to make and when I need to post it. So this is actually like super helpful, and I'm hoping that this works really well for me. Good afternoon, friends. We have a problem. And this is my problem. My work area is obscenely messy right now. I have so much going on and my desk is constantly messy. My floor is messy. I have yarn everywhere. This is a small room as it is, so we hardly have space for anything, and my floor gets dirty and filled with crochet projects and everything else and yarn pretty quickly. And I want to put my 100,000 subscribers plaque that we got recently over there on the wall, but I can't get to it because I got too much stuff in the way. I have a market I need to prepare for that is literally in a week, but I cannot think. My brain is all jumbled because my room is jumbled. I cannot do it. I have to have it clean. So we're gonna take a break and we are going to clean this room so that I can concentrate and feel better. Okay, it's not perfect, but it is much better. We can actually see the floor. And this stuff is all stuff that is finished. I just worked on it this week, so I wanted to do a short before I put them away in my market bags. And that is extra yarn that I have no space for because unfortunately my yarn wall is pretty much stacked. So I really have to start making more plushies to get the yarn out. That box right there has some bags in it that I need to stamp for my market, and then that will be out of the way. Around the floor is so much better. Still a lot of stuff, but it's a small room. We made progress up here. It does not look like it, but I promise we definitely did. What looks like a bunch of mess is actually just 3 projects. We have a dragon that I'm finishing. I have all of the parts here, so I just need to finish him up, and then this will be out of the way. This is a bigger dragon, one of the sitting dragons that I'm working on, and so when that is done, this will be out of the way. And these are a bunch of leggy froggies that I was working on that I need to put mouths on and sew the tails in, and then these will be done and out of the way. Pretty much everything is so much better now, even though it doesn't look like it. I promise it is. And we have more room to actually work on our stuff, which is nice. That took us like an hour and a half though. Good afternoon, friends. Today we are packing up some orders. Our first order that we got is this adorable teal squid. I love these squids so much. I don't sell them as much at the markets, but online they do pretty well. They're so fun. And then someone also bought another chick on a swing, one of my favorites, and one of the most popular plushies on my website and my Etsy, and for good reason, because they're just so adorable. And you put them in your car and they swing while you drive, and it's cute. The first order is on my actual website, myreigningcharms.com, and the second order was placed on Etsy, and I'm trying to move everything over to my actual website and stop selling plushies on Etsy. Etsy just takes so much out of each order. So the first one we're gonna do is the squid, and Caleb bought the squid, so thank you so much if you're watching this. I really appreciate it, and we're gonna pack them up. This next one is for Katie, so if you are watching, thank you so much, Katie. I really appreciate it. Alright, our 2 packages are ready to go. Now we're just gonna take them to the post office. Good morning, friends. We have another order. This one is going to Angela, so thank you so much, Angela, for your order. I really appreciate it. And they got a green leggy froggy and a pink leggy froggy, and also a pink mini octo with a keychain that we have to put on there still. So that is everything I have for you for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to catch more vlogs like this, be sure to check these videos out between now and the next upload, and I will catch you guys there. Bye for now.